Namaskar. Hello and welcome to Global Insights episode 297. This is a special session on COVID. A shout out to our viewers to like this program so it can reach its maximum potential. Today is Sunday, December the 19th, and here are the updates on COVID. Omicron is establishing its footprint across the world. Let us look at the current situation and let us welcome our co-host Sridhar Chityalaji. Sridharji, namaskar, and give us an update on what's happening, sir.
Namaskar, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day to everybody. Thank you so much, Sriji. I think the most fascinating thing is that all of a sudden, COVID never disappeared out of the radar. It always was in the radar. Only thing is that this new Omicron virus seems to be spreading very rapidly. And our objective is to tell people as we see, they can see for themselves and lay out the data. Notwithstanding the fact Dr. Hirsch pointed out that he detected this strange mutation and WHO called it as Omicron. And when you look at the data, the origins may be, or the detection may have been in South Africa. It begs the question whether it was already prevalent in other countries, except that they did not pick it up and someone in South Africa picked it up. And somehow South Africa became, point of attention. But the data that we established today proves otherwise. So as you can see from the chart, there's totally about 562,000 new cases as at yesterday, and the numbers are growing. And US is around 85,000, 90,000 is UK. These are daily new cases that are coming up. The UK number is basically the highest ever achieved on a single day in a pandemic. And there's various reports now coming out, breaking news. WHO says that the rate of growth of this virus is doubling in 1.5 to 3 days. That's number one. And Pfizer is indicating that this is going to be an endemic part of the ecosystem by 2024. And the existing vaccines are inadequate and you need the booster. Now that's again, there's no confirmation that the booster would be dealing with this issue, but it is felt and believed that the booster would serve the purpose. So this is the situation that we are in, Sriji. And when we show the data continent by continent, Europe, some of this data would become very visible. The fundamental question that you have been raising and we have been talking about is we are still not to the root cause and how this is spreading and why people are reluctant to get behind and figure out as to where and what and how to stop this. And flying blind is not going to be very helpful in terms of addressing this issue.
And in the United States, there are a total of 51.393 million cases. That is 1 in 6 approximately Americans is now infected. 825,476 deaths, 40.42 million recoveries, 10.247 million active, and almost 45% of the active cases are in the United States. India, again, 34.726 million total, 476,869 deaths, 34 million recoveries, 86,000 active cases. Europe, 80 million total cases, 1.481 million deaths, 69.957 million recoveries, 8.566 million active. Between USA and Europe, they make up greater than 80% of cases. In Asia, 83 million total cases, 1.23 million deaths, 80.74 million recoveries, 1.512 million active cases. Asia is not inclusive of accurate China data. And in Africa, it is 9.2 million total, 226,000 deaths, 8.336 million recoveries, 646,000 active cases, of which South Africa has 210,000 active. In South America, it is 39.273 million total, 1.188 million deaths, 37.317 million recoveries, 768,777 active cases. Interesting data there. Sridharji, on South America, what is interesting about it, sir?
The South America, the interesting thing is about, you can look at the cluster: Brazil, Ecuador, Chile, Argentina, and these nations, which were not originally in the radar, they are coming into perspective in terms of the active cases. But what is important here is, in the new cases, they constitute almost an insignificant number. So these active cases that we are seeing is the remnants that have prevailed, as opposed to the spread of the new virus, which is namely Omicron. You talked about 562,000 new cases, daily new cases, of which, if you take a look at the number of 15,672, is less than 3% of total new cases coming up here.
And in North America, this includes Canada, United States, and Mexico. The total cases 61.34 million. There are 1.221 million deaths, 49 million recoveries, 11 million active.
No, 11 million active, of which 10.35 is United States.
Right. And in Oceania, there are a total of 404,000 cases, 4,393 deaths, 360,000 recoveries, 39,000 active cases. In UK and Europe, these are emerging as the locations of new cases growth along with USA. Out of the daily new cases of 516,281, 345,000 cases are in Europe and almost 1/3 in UK. US has 57,651 out of a total of 67,907 new cases. Asia has 66,618 new cases, with Vietnam, Thailand, and Korea making up the bulk. Africa has 29,191 new cases, of which 20,713 are in South Africa. South America has 3632 daily new cases. And so far as vaccines are concerned, 8.47 billion vaccines given, 3.63 billion fully vaccinated, 46% fully vaccinated. Most countries are in the 50% to 60% fully vaccinated category of the eligible population. But we are now into the world of boosters. US has administered 419 million doses, 202 million fully vaccinated, 61% of the people are eligible population. India has administered 1.36 billion doses, 533 million fully vaccinated, making up over 50% of the eligible population. So, Sridharji, the takeaway here is, what caused this surge now, sir? If this Omicron was there even before in Europe, why is it now rearing its ugly head?
No, there is no predictable pattern in terms of when it was present, why it is growing. There's no predictable pattern. If, for example, South African doctor had not indicated, we would not have even named this, and this would have remained latent, and one would have seen sudden surge in the cases. I think the message that we are giving is, we are catching the incidents at the end rather than ahead. So was there cases prior? This could not happen all of a sudden. If South Africa has only 20, 26, 30,000 new cases that has come up, and the total cases in South Africa is 200,000. How is it that in UK you are having 90,000 active cases per day all of a sudden? So the message here is, it seems like if someone doesn't release data, the data remains latent. And we've been talking about for example, United States having 10 million plus cases. And nobody has got under except to say that we need more vaccines, more vaccines, more vaccines. And Dr. Fauci has gone on record basically to say we need to now redefine what a vaccinated and what a non-vaccinated case is, because even after 65% of the people being fully vaccinated, this virus is spreading. Now, here's the data. In UK, out of 69 million people, 25 million people have had booster. Forget the total vaccination of 70-75% in UK. 25 million people, that is 33% of the population has had booster, yet there's 1.4 million active cases. What it is saying is we have not got to the bottom of how this virus is being detected and how it is being tracked and why only it is announced when there is a sudden surge.
Yes, indeed. And with that, we bring to close our show for today. We'll be back again tomorrow, bright and early. Thanks for watching, and do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Namaskar.
Namaskar.